So hello everyone. I'm recording this video third time. So let's directly jump on the thing. So today we are talking about Pydantic. Why? So we will cover this all 11 topics in this video. So our first topic is why Pydantic. As we are doing the development in Django and Flux, so why we need this Pydantic? The first question is that. So for this I have this file ypydantic.py. So here you can see why Pydantic? Pydantic provides of two things, type validation and data validation. So what I have shown you, right, like I have to show you again. Okay. So see, if I am talking about this function my age, there's a thing, just remove it for a moment. Like yes, yeah. So we have function my age. For you and me, it is understood. Age should be an integer, but the computer doesn't know that, the system doesn't know that, the machine doesn't know that it is an integer or what else. And as you guys all know, Python is dynamically typed language. It doesn't have any inbuilt type static typing thing. Okay, so what I do, my age my age 23, put over here. Okay, so Python 1 tab. Yeah, great, we have 23. Whoa, whoa. But if I like do it, like if I cover this with quotation marks, then what will happen? It still return me 23. Great. But if I do like this, 20, sorry, TWENT TY 20, 23. Now, what's the issue? Oh, we did it and close it in the quotation marks. So, yeah, yeah, nice. So let's do it. Now it should work. Now you can see it prints 23 over here. Is it correct? If you are working on a system which requires the type checking, so it is correct. So I've given the example like um, can what example, yeah. So we have a function can what expects age. If age greater than 18, then only return can what, else return no what. Okay, in this function what you need to have, you need to have strictly age as an integer. Otherwise what will happen, like if I show you, print can what, uh, let's like 20. Hope I spelled it correct. So why it gives us error? Do you have any idea? Okay, you say we didn't enclose this in the parenthesis. Okay, let's do that thing. Okay, now this time it should work, but this again, now it is saying greater than, not supported. So what is going on here? We need to run our comparison in integer numeric, but we are entering this this string. So what it is doing in memory, in behind the scene, it is trying to compare this string 20 with the 18 numeric it will create. But according to you, it should tell us that the age is integer. So for that we have this type hinting. Okay, so if you click over here, okay, can what? Now you can see age int. We are still giving this. Now we are suggesting that age should be int. But if I write 10, it should again complain me. It is giving me this again. So for this is type checking, we are using the Pydantic. But you say we can do like this. We can have this type of thing. Like we can check the type of age. If it is int, we can do whatever we want. Otherwise, we will raise a, okay. And same for data validation. If our age is greater than 3 to 18, under 20, so we can give admission to any person in our school. Otherwise, we say you are too old or too young for taking admission. So these are the problems why we require Pydantic to solve. Like it prevent us to write the most of the boilerplate code. So let's jump on the second, how to use Pydantic. Like first you have to import a base class from Pydantic. So from Pydantic import base model. Now you have to write the class. So in class, let's do one thing. Yeah. So in class you can see class order we have inherited with the base model, and then we have these three things: product, price, and available on, like the platform available on which we can order this product. Okay, so first of all, what is the product? Product must have a name, and this name is a string. Okay, then price. Price could be a float if we are talking about the dollars or pounds and any other, but if we are talking about INR, it is in the integer, as the rupees is the most the smallest unit of money in India. So let's take it as a float, float. Okay, yeah. And then available on, like you can give, you have multiple str, but what str do, it only stores a single value in it. But our same product can be available on the multiple e-commerce platform like Amazon, Flipkart, eBay, Alibaba, anywhere. So what we'll do, we make a list. Now list can be integer list, string list, float list, anything. So we need the list with the type. So how you can get this list? So we'll talk about that later. So okay, then we have the class. and make the object of the class. Object of the class. Object of the class have this. Now we instantiated this. Before that, let have the data of for this class. Okay, order list. Order list must be a dictionary. Why? Because we have. How do we map our thing in the product? Okay, in this order. Our product is laptop. Sorry, price must be float, so we'll like 399.99 in dollars. Okay, then available 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 on available on. Let's just write it Amazon. Okay, great, 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 great. We did it, great, great, great. Now just pass it in it. So let's unpack it over here. Mm, why we are doing it like this? If we are not doing like this, so we have to write this whole thing one by one here, over here. So we are preventing this thing. Now we will write order dot. We have product. Yes, we yes. Let make it price and order dot available on. Now let's run it. Let's see whether we are doing it correct or not. So Python to tab. So yes, here what we have, input should be a valid list. Okay, okay, list, we have a list somewhere. Oh, sorry, my bad. So it should be a list. Now, okay, yeah. Now you can see the Pydantic is so smart. It gave us error that we have passed a string. It should be a list. Now you can see we have all these value. Yeah, great. This is the how we basically made the Pydantic model. Great. Now let's move on our next question. What is our next question? Type validation versus data validation. So I have described, explained this in the first file. Why we need Pydantic. Okay, now this. Okay, so let's make let's make a new file. Let name this as third. Okay, third validate tree hyphen validating data dot py. Now we have our best thing for you people. So look over here, look please. So first of all, what is the step? From Pydantic import base model. Okay, we have a typo here. Pydantic import base model. Everything great. Okay, so let's write a class order. Order will inherit from the base model. Okay, so order have product, which is the string type, price, which is the float type, away label on, which is the list type, and what else you can have for the product, like uh, mm, just let's drop this idea. uh, Let us use another customer. Okay, class customer inherit from base model. Now what is first of all, we have the customer name, then customer age. Do we use the customer age? No. We have the email is also string for now. Then uh, gender, for some reason, uh, ठीक है. Then gender for some reason. Then we have item items what the customer have bought. Okay, contact info dict. Okay, so what data types we all have? Okay, I think we do have, let's say, we do have a married flag, which is very weird to have customer, but for just for this example, we are assuming this. So, and this is how it should look like. What do you think? This is how it should work? No. Name string. Okay, fine. Name should be string, but email should be string or not? Email is should be string or not? Like if we am assigning the email, so email if arium@email.com and email. For the string, this both is the correct thing. String, what is string? Anything written in between these two quotation marks, that is string. For string, that is true. But do we have a better option? Yes, we do. So what we'll do, from here we use the email string. Email, you can see email str. Okay, so instead of this, we will write email str. Okay, then gender. Gender, male, female. others. What other options do we have? Okay, let's suppose age int. We are enforcing age to be int. Married, bool, boolean. If a person can be married or unmarried, okay. But it is okay to always assume the person is married, or every time we have to, like, most of the cases if we are running any facility, most of the cases when the person is unmarried. So can we do it like false? By default our customer considered as to be unmarried, okay. Like item list can be any integer, anything, but we need it to be specifically string. So can I do it like this? If I do, like, I have to check type list to do str, is it correct? You can see it is complaining, so it should not be correct, and it is not. So what can we do here? Like, we can have the list module from typing. We can have list from typing. So by using this, what can we have? We can have list str. Now see, great. Now same for dict. We do not have, cannot have dict like this. So what we'll do, we import from the typing dict. And in the case of dict, what is interesting is you signifies dict with the curly braces, but here you will like it like this, with this with this square braces, square bracket, okay. And it will have two things, like key value paired dictionaries have here. So we have contact information. So these both are string. First is also string, and so string. So this is our basic, yeah, yeah. Int bool, this gender, email, gender, string, yeah. Let's suppose instead of we are having any other person store website. If our customer is running its his own retail store, so how will, like, website. Now for the website, it should be anything if we are providing strict. So for a valid URL, what we do, like, from the Pydantic we have any URL, any URL, okay. So what any URL do is website any URL, okay. So this is how we create a Pydantic model, and this is how we provide a default function, a default value. Now if I want to print this all, so what should I, so what is the topic, third topic, yeah, like emails, URLs, list, dicts, required, optional, okay, optional. So now see if by default or everything in our Pydantic schema, whatever we have right over here, is a required field. These all are required field. These all are required fields. Now, how to make it optional? Let's copy this all, copy, paste. Now for optional, we have to import one thing from our typing. We have to import optional. Now with optional, let me do one more thing. Uh, Cut it from there, paste it above over here. You get the better idea when you are reading this. Okay. These fields do have some optional values values. Okay, so let's move ahead. Imported option. So for a person, email is required, name is required, email is required. For website could be optional. So how to write it optional? Optional, yeah, optional with square bracket. Now the data type we want, any URL except if provided, otherwise none. Okay, did you get it? Now what this line signifies: website, if not provided, write store it as none, otherwise it is optional. Any URL could be in there, but it is optional field, you can provide it or not. Okay. Age again int, married again, item is required, contact information is required. So that's all how we this for this thing. Let have one thing, customer 2. Let name it customer 2. For the difference example, let me show you. Comparing both the above classes schema. So order list. So what will name, email, website, age. Okay. Name, email. For the more clarity, let me write it like this. Sorry, we are writing them in the square bracket. So let's first make it a dictionary. Okay. Name. Okay. Email. Okay. Then next field is We have website age married item. Website http:// married. Married at is a boolean field, so like false item contact info. Okay, so here we'll write item gas stove pan. Contact info. This is our dictionary, so this has to be like this. Phone. It is string, so we have to get it like this. Fax. So it's something like that. Okay. So will I order customer customer to like unpack. So yes, we have this. So let's write four. Uh, print order in both the cases. Let's just simple do it. Order me. Let's see what it is inside of the. Mm, laptop 2. Sorry. We have issue. What we have issue. Input error. Email dot validation is not install. Run pip install Pydantic email. Okay. Great, great, great. So yeah, so we have to use it like Pydantic, Pydantic bracket email. Okay, so we will go like cd1 pip install Virus dash R requirement. It is installing. Let's wait for it. Yes, so cd clear. Let's run Python. Now what's the error? Field required. Type is equal missing. Input value name or your email. Okay, something is missing. What is missing? Let's see. What is missing? Let's see. Oh, we have one error, I guess, over here. Everything is there. Now, what is missing? What is missing, man? What is missing? Just a moment. Do we have something right and wrong? Yeah, everything like why it is going like this. Print. Okay. Order dot name. Gender. Do we have gender? Website. Okay. For just some time. Okay. Now let's run this. What is missing, man? Type missing. Input. Type missing input. Are we missing any input? String email str. Give me a moment, guys. Let me just go and come back in a while. So, guys, yeah, I found the issue. What is the issue? So you can see we have age here, and we haven't right age. So age is missing. We write age 23, comma, and then we have another issue, contact info. Just copy this Let's go over here, paste it. Yeah, now it will work. Yes, you can see it is printing all these three things. If I do like print ORDER, it's print the whole complete object over here. You can see. So now let's I do one thing. Mm, yes. Mhm. Yes. Let me print both orders. So as data is there, both should be the same. Yeah, as we know, they both are same. But there's a difference in the second object creation type. Like if I do like this, order list, where it where it is gone. So yeah, copy this. Let paste it over here. Let name it order list shoe. Okay, and do it like order list shoe. Okay, great, great. Now in between them, let me like print backslash n. Sorry, it is escape sequence, correct? Like backslash n. Yeah. For more clear difference, let me do like backslash n, comma, comma, backslash n. Okay, this all should print. Now, if I talk about what we have over here, we have married at false boolean value, and this is as optional. Website as optional, married as a boolean value, and something else we have. No, we have only two things. So from this, I'll remove website. Married has boolean value, so I also remove this. So when I run this, so yeah, you can see this is here, name, Hariom, email, website. Okay, website link, and over here website none. If you want to be more clear, like if I am doing anything, I have written none over there, so why it optional? It is the syntax, like you have to write optional over here, but you are thinking we can also do it like bool. See, if you do it none, You will have value as none. Let's see, optional. So get you one more thing. As website is optional, what else? False. Okay. Website optional. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. If I don't do it like this, now see what will happen. It should not create error according to you, but it is creating error. Why it is so? Because it is the syntax. Like you cannot have the, suppose you are working with the database. So if you have a field but you don't have that field value at that moment, it's not like you will remove the field from the database. You will store it as a null. So in Python we have null as none. Okay, and for this you can have example, like why we have this boolean as false. So over here you can see married, married as false. And here you can see married as false. One is default value, one is another value. Okay, so this is it for the, now are we up for the next question? Field annotated, field validator, model validator. So we will cover this in next video. For today it is enough. Okay, goodbye guys, we'll meet in the next video.